Hello and welcome to another edition of the One Team We Agree On. I'm Jillian.
I'm Kyle. How are you doing today?
I think I'm doing better than you are anyway. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Kyle,
Yeah.
but I'm doing all right. Yeah. If you're listening to this and not aware of what I'm talking about, Kyle's in a sling.
Yeah. I was cleaning off the cars yesterday
Hmm.
and it was a little icy in our driveway and yeah, fell down. Fell on an elbow, old soccer injury, old snowboarding injury, and yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but you're on the mend, so
Yeah, we'll find out what happens.
it could be worse. It could be your right elbow,
It could be
which
my
because you're
technical.
right-handed. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
my stats availability for match day 3 is with elbow
You're questionable. Your
damage.
status is questionable,
My stats is questionable
but
for the
I am
moment.
ready to sub in if needed.
Yes.
All right.
But anyway,
We've got some news.
we do, and I know Todd knows they've covered it, a couple other places have covered it, and look, the end of last week was wild. Like I've never seen that much news come
Oh my
across
gosh,
this.
between Thursday and Friday, especially Friday, so much news. And it was not as busy of a day for me at work. So I was able to kind of get on some things, but my goodness, like, whoo, wait,
It's not a bad thing.
no, it's
And
just lots of news all at once, waiting till right before the first Union 2 game.
yeah, but and also some the union match. I mean, like they brought out the roster profiles. What else did they bring out? They,
It was like practically made me out of breath, all that stuff.
yeah.
So
So anyway, uh, before we get started, what we're wearing today, Kyle is wearing a red t-shirt. If you see me,
maroon, yeah.
yeah, a maroon shirt. If you see me around during the summertime, this is usually what we're in the press box. But you are wearing,
I am wearing the new 1776 kit.
and your thoughts on it?
I really like it. So I went for the authentic. I figured, you know what? Going for it. And I will say this, I feel like and I'd heard, but I didn't really like I didn't try it on or anything when I was getting it. So I did go up a size because with authentics, they tend to fit a little tighter. And being a female and everything, just, got to make sure everything fits.
Yeah,
Um, and it would fit me differently than it would, men wearing these things, to put it
right.
nicely. So, I don't know if I really need to go up a size, but it's loose fitting, it's comfy. I really like the material of the authentic. But yeah, it's really comfy, and I like the little details. And since I got it at the team store, it has, the patches on the sleeves and everything. So there's that.
So I know I bombed on that in our kit review show. I really hated on it.
And it was my number two.
Yeah.
I like it. And it's
Okay.
yeah.
So
And for the record, it's just a blank one, no player or anything on the back, so
no,
it's just blank.
up close in person, actually looking at it, it's not a bad kit.
Yeah.
Again, I still say this, if this was the third kit
Mm.
this year that they released
Yeah.
in the summer, it's a knockout of the park home run grand slam. All right. But next year is not, you know,
Hmm.
celebration. So this is gonna be a 2 year kit. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's sprint season. They're not gonna get till summer.
Yeah.
So it'll be curious to see what happens with the new. I'm assuming it'll be the voltage kit will go away, and I'll have this through the 2028
Yeah.
season. But not that we know anything. But anyway, where can people find us at?
You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. Also, we have our website, theoneteamweagreeon.com, where we've been posting lots of articles. And we'll talk more about what we put out today. We have our social media. We have our YouTube channel for the One Team We Agree On. We have social media. We're at TOTWAG on Twitter and Blue Sky. We're at the One Team We Agree On Facebook and Instagram. You can find me at silly double underscore Jilly on Instagram and on Twitter, and also I'm on Blue Sky at Jillian Almany, and Kyle can be found at Coach Almany on Twitter and Instagram and Blue Sky.
Yeah. So talking about those interviews.
Yes.
So on Saturday went down prior to Union 2 game. We talked
We
to
went to first team training.
yeah, and we interviewed uh
Jeremy Raffinello.
yes, we did. And we talked about leadership because Cornell had made some very interesting comments about leadership and a couple other things about his playing. And I mean, he played in the first two legs of the
Mm,
CONCACAF Championship. He looked fine.
yeah.
So we just wanted to get some comments, learn
Hmm.
about his development, how he's doing. So if you want to check that out, great. And then, um, please do. But also, let's talk about yesterday's interview with
With JoJo Elliott.
yes,
Yeah.
and
Well, and I mean, did you want to talk more about what we did on Saturday? Like, or you
nah, I'm good with that.
well, I did want to highlight something though about that before we get into the JoJo interview. So Saturday we were down Chester all day basically. We were at the first team training
Oh,
and it was such a nice day too. It was a gorgeous day. And so we were in the stadium. They were doing their match day -1. And then we talked to Jeremy Raffinell. And then we had some time in between. And so we checked out in Chester, just 5 minutes from the stadium, Terrell's, which is it's really close and there's like soul food and it was really good. So we had lunch there. So shout out to Terrell's and I thought our service was fantastic. So yeah,
I mean, we'll be back.
yeah.
We'll be down training. They open up for breakfast, brunch.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a really good meal.
Yeah, I had a
It's
spicy
great.
chicken sandwich. It was really, really good.
And I had the fried wings, and I mean, I thought the fries were excellent.
Yeah. So
And just service was great. Please check it out. Shout out to OG Jason on
yeah.
Twitter for recommending this.
Yeah, happy to support local businesses there for sure.
Yeah, I do want to check out that Jamaican kitchen.
Yeah, we definitely don't eat around Chester too often. Like that's really the first time we've kind of gone in Chester to eat somewhere because we always end up eating.
Do you want to
We
go?
get Wawa most of the time when
Do
we're
you
going
want to
down.
go just pizza?
I've always we used to always drive by there and be like, just pizza. I mean,
I mean, maybe one day we'll do like
yeah,
Dave Portnoy
yeah,
pizza review from Just Pizza.
yeah. But yeah, so we had a really good lunch there, and then yeah, and then we went back to Subaru Park to cover Union too. So, um,
It was a great day.
it was. But back to what we were saying before yesterday, we had a great interview with JoJo Elliott. Now he came up through the academy and he was on the bench. He trained with Union 2 a bit. He didn't peer for them, but he had some time with them and he trained with them and then he went off to college. And so he was a starting goalkeeper for University of Delaware men's soccer team this past fall and just had a phenomenal season. I mean, he broke program records. He was recognized like number 9 by Top Drawer Soccer for their best freshman list. So I mean, he was a big part of their successful season. He only gave up 11 goals the whole season, I believe. So,
Correct.
but yeah, we had a great interview with him and put an article out on the oneteamweagreeon.com, so definitely check it out. And I mean, really impressed with his season. I think he's just going to keep getting better and better. And I know we already mentioned that he did travel to Spain with the Union
And
as a fourth goalkeeper.
and that was really interesting
Hmm.
comments. So I do recommend you check that out because his comments were interesting just about what he learned, what he took back to University of Delaware from that. Also, the other thing stood out to me was just how like his development both academically and
Hmm.
professionally were. Just very interesting.
Yeah, so definitely check out that article. And I know we had a lot of fun interviewing him, and we're hoping to do more player interviews like that moving forward.
Yeah, we got a few more lined up this week and hopefully next week. We'll see, but
Hmm.
keep an eye out for that.
Yep.
So let's go into Union 2 news first and foremost because it was
Yeah, there was a
rapid.
lot. There was a lot.
Yeah,
So, first of all, going into their opening day on Saturday, right before all that, lots of news. So, find out that Oscar Benitez is recent, and we kind of figure that considering he was playing with them during preseason and all that. So that was not a surprise. And it was actually Saturday morning because it was like the day of the opener when we found out Rafael Uzcategui was extended. I mean, of course, we kind
Yeah.
of figured that too. He's been with them, training, even played with the first team against, the Rowdies in Montreal. So, I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
okay. And they signed Oliver Pratt, which, we knew he was trialing there. So, he is out of Penn. So he's just like a year behind Stash Gorzanowski. So another Penn player, and he's a defender. So they announced him. And what else? Forgetting.
I mean, well,
Any
let's
other news? I know it's like so many.
Geo.
And Gio, fine. I felt like that was such a long time coming. Giovanni Sequeira, or trialist as he was in Spain. Yeah, he was also signed to a permanent Union 2 deal after he was loaned from Metropolitanos,
Yeah.
out of Venezuela. He was loaned since 2024. Like he came, I want to say March of 2024, and so he was loaned during that season. Then he was loaned last season.
And,
Now he's
and,
permanently.
and
Yeah.
then Jordan Griffin.
And Jordan Griffin, yep. Another one where it's like, okay, um, we kind of figured that was going to happen. But yeah, so Jordan Griffin was signed to a Union 2 contract, so he's gone pro now as well. And so all this great young talent is signed there. And then, of course, we were interested to see, because we'd seen from what we knew about preseason, there was a lot of young guys training. We talked to Ryan Richter ahead of it, and we
Yeah.
put that interview out, by the way. But yeah, like we knew a lot of the academy guys were going to get a chance. It was going to be a young squad, and
Sort of like the Union.
yeah, and if you take out the outlier of George Marks being in goal on Saturday, the average age was like 17.
Yeah. So backtrack a little bit.
Hmm.
Also, one other big point with MLS. We talk about
Hmm.
MLS Next Pro.
Yeah.
We talk about exposure with this league. Now, you can love it, you can hate it. I get it.
Hmm.
However, they're partnering with Soccer One, I think it is.
Mm. Um, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Soccer One, and then
The,
on YouTube as well. So all the games
yeah.
are going to be available for free,
Yeah.
and you
Hmm.
can watch them. So if you want to catch up on MLS Next Pro, learn about MLS Next Pro, here's your opportunity. I think this is a good partnership. Obviously, apparently, according to the Union 2 press statement and some other things that were going around, I guess they want to do more content focus.
One football is what
One
it's called.
football, I'm
One
sorry.
football.
Yeah, somebody's probably laughing at me, but
Mm-hmm.
that's fine.
Soccer one. Yeah, close enough. No, it was one football, but yeah, you can watch them, via the MLS Next Pro website or
Yeah.
on one football.
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, it was a great day in Chester. I mean, Union won 1-0. Let's talk about the match.
Yeah, so yeah, Union 2, they had mix of some of the veteran players for them, and when I say veteran, I say like they're still really young guys,
Yeah,
pretty much. And shout out to George Marks who who said he doesn't want to hear Malik Jakubovic
be a
referred
vet.
to as a veteran, because we were
Yes.
kind of joking like but on that note, yes, when you looked at the lineup, you had Malik up top at striker, and then he was paired with John Ruff. So out of the strikers, and they're the same age really, Malik was the more experienced of them at that next pro
I
level.
mean, it's a fair question.
It is. That being said, George Marks was in goal, making sure he gets some work. He's like 26.
Yeah.
So, and I forgot he's like that old, because he just seems younger than that, but you know, he brought some nice leadership there. And speaking of leadership, Rafael Uzcategui wore the captain's armband. I was not surprised at all that he was the
Can we
captain.
talk about Ralph for a second?
Yeah.
I mean, besides George, he played excellent
Hmm.
today.
Yeah.
And I get it, George wants to be up with the first team. I
Yeah.
mean, that guy
He
was
earned that. Yeah, he earned
he
that
was
role
a
there.
baller with Clemson. All right.
Hmm.
Having said that, like Raphael carried the day
Oh
defensively,
my gosh, yeah.
and I think for him to get that honor, here's another one that is. I'm starting to worry. Is he trapped in that? What was it purgatory between? Sorry, I'm listening next pro. So there was a run. The guy just like cupped aside. And Raphael
Yeah.
who's not the fastest guy, still caught up to him. You'll see like somebody like put their arm around him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just
Yeah.
touched him like that, as I'm showing, just kind of bumped him, caught up to him, and then just slid right in and knocked the ball out. It was all ball. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that was the next level. Like I was talking with Todd Lewis about Malik last week in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Like that's the next evolution of Raphael. Like, sign me up. I mean, and as he said in the post match, and unfortunately, there's been some MLS things coming out about playing clips on YouTube. Yeah. Um, so we're not playing any clips tonight, just until we get clarification from some things.
Yeah.
Having said that, like he was talking about, like he learned so much from Jeff, and he learned a lot from Akanya.
Yeah, because we actually haven't recorded since the did we record since the Defense Force game?
No, we're
I know there's been so much there's been so much news lately,
I
so
mean, and then
we were down there 3 days like
and
out
we
of work.
also have a lot of interviews coming up. So
It's been busy, but yeah, so back to Union 2 though. So Malika just played like 2 days before and he
yeah.
had played well about 30 minutes or so I
Mhm.
think in that game, but so he played the full 90 and then you have Calvin LeBlanc, William Ferreira. These guys
Mhm.
have been, I think it's really good chance for them to step up, especially William. He's been off the bench mostly last season, so this is a chance for him to step up. I thought they were pretty good. I thought Kellen had a really good game, and you have Oscar Benitez in there,
Mhm.
and so I thought he was all right. We had some of the young guys there though. It's like there were seven. Well, there's really 8 players who made their next pro debut. 6 of them were academy guys.
Yeah.
So, you get to see like Timo Mendoza. Okay. You got a bunch of guys that came in off the bench as well, but Caden Moore and Rafael Zgatecki, you got Jordan Griffin, you got Oliver Pratt, who of course just made his debut in that. Those guys were all in there. So, and of course, you see some guys come off the bench later. Mateus De Paula, you had Neon Hassan, Theo Reed. Theo was up paired at striker. So,
Can I say something about Theo Reed? I know
yeah,
we talked a lot about John Ruff,
yeah.
and I thought he was fine.
Theo's a baller too.
Malik said
Hmm.
that kid's electric.
Hmm.
And when Malik says that,
Hmm.
like, so for those listening, like, all three of them came up together. Like, they
Yeah.
played a lot of different positions. At the forward, like, you have
Yeah.
Ruff, Reed, Jakubovic, Ruff.
Yeah.
And my thought is, this is a good this is a good thing because it's that next evolution
Hmm.
of the academy
This is the
forward.
next coming of Eddie and Sal, and
Yeah,
those guys like
but
can come up together.
and now you got Kellen. I thought Kellen was
Yeah.
excellent on the day. I also thought that, there was a couple other guys. I thought I was a little critical of Oliver in the first
Hmm.
half.
I
You
think he
gonna,
grew into the game a bit though.
yeah, I think he's a very intelligent player.
Yeah.
And he's gonna learn. I mean,
Yeah.
he's just been with the team. Caden Moore. I need to talk about Caden for a
Okay.
second. I see why people are high on Caden Moore.
Hmm.
However, he was not good on the day. Neither was Willie.
Yeah.
Neither was Jordan.
Yeah, and I'm very high on Jordan's
I
play.
know, and we're really high. Like we're gonna
Yeah.
call ball. So people need to realize we're gonna call balls and strikes here.
But it wasn't, yeah, it was a little bit of a rough outing for some of these guys.
Having said that,
Learning experiences.
from when we interviewed Ryan this week,
Hmm.
this past week, sorry, and then in the post game, like if this was last year, he'd be like, "That was a disappointing performance. We're better than that." Yeah, yeah, yeah. He understands that this group is a good group.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talent, and that's why I put out my post where there's going to be moments this year when they go up against better teams.
Hmm.
It might be a little embarrassing, but then there'll be a game against the top opponent in MLS Next Pro, and they're going to ball out.
Yeah.
It's going to be a learning curve year.
Yeah, and Ryan was pretty clear. Okay, it's the first match, you know.
Yeah, I think this team is good. And look, Ryan
Hmm.
stepped into big shoes filling in for Marlon
Hmm.
Blanc.
And he's done fantastic.
And also, shout out to Marlon. Congratulations. Looking forward to seeing you succeed in MLS Next Pro.
Me and USL
Yeah, USL.
with Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's been a busy week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we're really excited for Marlon. Yeah, absolutely. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, I think it'll take time. I mean, the good thing is a lot of these guys have played together at the academy level. It's just adjusting to the level of being at Next Pro because you're going to have some grown men in there too,
Right.
depending on the team. I mean, they go against a team like Chattanooga, you know, when they go against like Connecticut,
When they go
teams like
against some of
that.
the bigger, older independent
Hmm.
clubs, they might have some things. Even a random like, you know, just
Or if they play Chattanooga and they're against Malik's uncle, you know, Eldon Jakupovic.
and he bombs out 5 goals against them.
Like, dude's 40 or 41 or so. So, I mean, but I think that this is a young, exciting squad. There's gonna be some bumps in the road. There's gonna be a lot of learning, and I think they're in great hands with Ryan Richter because he has that really good capability of working with players like that. I mean, he's got all that academy experience, and I think he's very like well balanced with like, okay, um, just working on that development side, but also being competitive. They want to win and all that. So I think that's really good. And I know the power rankings for Next Pro came out today, and they ranked for the first week Union 2 at 6, which I think is fair.
Why are you not on these power rankings? That's my question because you follow the league as much as anybody.
Yeah.
You should have a voice in this.
Thank you. Preach.
Yeah, I know. I mean, hey,
Yeah, I don't know who like all those names
I
mean,
don't know either.
but
But
I would be happy to contribute. But
having said that, we both would because there was like 1 or 2 clubs. I'm like, really? Because of that result, you're putting them number
yeah. And
4?
sickos that we are, we do watch other matches. And by the way, now that they're with One Football, you get replays. There are replays for Next Pro now. So, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, but as far as the game went, you know, Malik scores in the 8th minute.
It's
It was a
Mon
banger.
so
Yeah.
here's the story for everybody that did not tune in, did not watch. Mog scores early. Toronto builds in the game. Shout out to former Union Academy player Jackson Gilman.
Yeah, he had a huge crowd of fans there.
Hey, which worries me because there's more Gilman fans.
It was like 50-50 Jackson Gilman fans and Union 2 fans.
Yeah, because I worry because like Rick and Kevin and all those guys, this is the next evolution. This is gonna be some bumps in the road.
Nice day out too. Like people get on out there, but you know, hopefully people will turn out and because I think they're worth seeing.
I do too. I'm really happy. I'm really high on the strikers, really high on
Hmm.
what Kellen and Willie can do. I'm
Yeah.
really some of these guys that people don't realize, and I mean, hey, what other Academy players can
Yeah,
come
and
up?
I've heard things from people that have watched these players a lot and they're really high on some of these players like that have really
Can we get an Alex Smith in the goal?
Alex, but shout out Alex Smith. He was, he was the backup keeper for the day. He was the only player that actually didn't see the field. All the subs were, they only had, 5 field
I
players for
just looked
subs.
at Alex.
Alex was the only one. Yeah.
He's walked back. I'm like,
Oh,
oh, Alex.
but he was on the bench a couple times last year. But you know,
Good for him.
I'm assuming, Pierce Holbrook. I'm sure will be
Yeah.
if he's once he because I think he's still kind of coming back from the injury. He's played a bit, obviously coming up, but um, he. And of course, you have to remember also Gio, he did not play in this game because he played the full match against Defense Force.
And balled out.
He balled out. But yeah, if you want to see our post-game interviews with Ryan Richter, with Rafael Skutecki, whose English is getting better and better. Like credit to him because he's been phenomenal and you know, in that regard as well.
Mhm.
And we talked to Malik, that's in there as well, and George Marks. So got their post game comments that we posted. It's in the article for the recap. It's on our socials as well.
And I mean, against Defense Force, we talked to Gio, we talked to
Yeah.
Malik, we talked
Yeah.
to Stas. So,
Yeah. So it was good to talk to them. We talked to Andrew Rick after Defense Force as well. And so
I mean, just
and Kevin. I mean, everyone wanted to talk to Kevin, let's be real.
and the best part of that is okay, I get it's Kevin, right?
Yeah.
But you've interviewed,
I've interviewed Kevin a bunch of times.
yes, and we're not sitting here tooting our own horn, so please do not get that. It's just like every answer, I was like, okay, okay, that answer got taken. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
good.
I mean, I didn't end up asking anything, Kevin, because like it was all covered and
My favorite part was when Malik was like came over to you and was like, hey, what's up?
yeah. Hey, I mean, it's funny because and then we talked to Malik on Saturday and just like, hey, hey,
He's like
I'm just like, hey again.
he's like at the 70th minute, I got really
Yeah, because I said I'm like, well, after playing the full match today and playing a bunch of the other, 2 days ago, how are we feeling? He's like, oh man, by the 70th minute, I was kind of tired, but I just kept pushing because we wanted the win.
yeah, and that
Yeah.
was the thing. I mean, him and Theo really did well, and
Yeah. And I'm really high on Ruff too. I think he's gonna do really well.
I do. I think he, like Ryan said, he's just like I was watching him in warm up.
Just green.
I mean, John just puts himself in positions to score,
Hmm.
but dude needs finish.
Yeah. So, and then yeah, so it was kind of like, okay, Malik scores in the 8th minute, and then it's like, hold on to your butts the rest of the game because they were just, especially at the end, they were just like really, really defending. And
George,
I gotta bring it up.
ugh.
George, I mean, because okay, that's
No,
it's
yeah,
no, no,
no,
let
no,
me,
I know where you're
yeah,
going.
yeah. I mean, because it's not real. If you've never been to a Union 2 game before, unless it's like some crazy like big match like playoffs or something, you can hear everything that the players are saying. I can hear everything like Ryan Richter's saying on the sideline. You can hear what all of them are saying. So hear like Andrew Rick barking at all them, but I can hear what George Marks is yelling at them, and the bench is singing them, and they're like, "All corner, corner, take it to like at the end." And they kind of did at the one point, but then the ball gets bounced around and it goes back. It kicks back towards the top of the box, and Lennon Harrington, also making his debut, center back, he comes in and he just like it was like it reminded me of Jacob Glesnes running up on the ball and boom.
But like
Over
Ryan,
a little high, a little
but
wider.
like Ryan said,
Yeah.
that's like you gotta be a professional. The match is over. We're gonna win.
Yeah.
Just take it to the
Take it
corner.
to the corner.
There was like 4 or 5 players. I'm like, I'm even watching going,
Malik tried to score again too.
I'm like, Malik, what are you doing?
Because
Like,
the last thing we do was like turn it over and boom.
yeah,
But
like, and they were building momentum, and you could tell that back line was getting tired. So,
yeah.
look, it's going to be a long season. I'm not going to say a long season. It's going to be a very roller coaster early.
Hmm.
What you want to hope is they get that roll going at the end of the year, and hey, maybe it's 2024 again, 2025,
The
2024,
2024 squad that
and
went to the
2025.
next Pro Cup, they were a young squad too. They were a really young squad. I think, of course, that average age was brought down by 14-year-old Cavan on there too, for sure.
But
But yeah, I think this squad has a lot of potential. They just need to keep learning and learning to work together. And I have full confidence that that coaching staff can really get a lot out of them. And I'm excited to see what they do. And they play this Sunday. They're playing FC Cincinnati 2 at, I believe, 3 p.m. So at Subaru Park. So get on out there and support them. And it's supposed to be pretty warm this weekend, I think. So
you'll be there
I will be there. So get on out there and
coaching.
yeah. So, um, yeah.
But let's talk about two people from Union 2, and they also played with the first team.
Hmm.
They're moving on.
Yeah, so it was recently announced that Marcus Anderson and CJ Olney are both loaned to Brooklyn FC. So they will be under the care of Marlon LeBlanc. And I love this move for them. Marlon has worked with them both extensively, of course, when he was with Union 2.
Yeah,
I think they're in great hands. I think this is going to be good. I think it's going to go. I mean, Marcus, if he's not going to, if he and CJ, if they're not going to get the time with the first team, yeah, I want to see them get a chance. And CJ, of course, was loaned to Lexington last summer, and that was, it was a learning experience for him. I think this is going to be much better for him. Players that need to get loaned, yes.
yes.
But
And or yeah. Anyway,
and while we're on the topic too, another one, just shout out to Mike Sheridan. Um,
oh
yeah,
yeah.
because we love Mike Sheridan. He was one of my favorite guests we've had on, but backup goalkeeper for Union 2 the last 2 years.
And by
And
the way, support of the podcast.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So but yeah, if you're listening, shout out to you, Mike. Signed by the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. It was just announced today. So uh, moving out west with the Yinzers, but I did see something on social media where the players were all introducing themselves, and Mike says, go birds and stuff. So respect. You can take Mike out of Philly, but not the Philly out of Mike. Love it.
Oh,
And
dude, dude, I'm sure somebody was just like, "What the
I
heck?" You are
love that.
he doesn't care. He doesn't.
I love it. We're gonna have to get out to a Riverhounds game. I definitely want to get out when Brooklyn plays at Pittsburgh. It's July 4th. So
You know the match I'm gonna go to on August 18th
Las Vegas Lights.
versus the Brooklyn.
No, but
Um,
in all seriousness, I want to get out to Highmark Stadium. I would really
yeah,
like to get out there and see a game, but it'd be perfect to see Brooklyn versus Pittsburgh. That'd be great. So,
I think these are the great moves for both Marcus and CJ.
yes.
I mean, Marlon knows how to play him.
Yes.
We had him on this podcast, and this he talked about
Yeah.
those guys. So if you haven't listened to the podcast we had Marlon on,
Mm-hmm.
please do. I know Marlon's been on a couple podcasts since then. Obviously, it's Brooklyn, it's New
Mm-hmm.
York City. But having said that, like the funny thing with the Marlon interview, I still go back to he wanted to be inspired.
Yes.
So is the Brooklyn job going to inspire Marlon? I hope it
He gets to
does.
build this new club, and the nice thing for him is he's not that far away from him because obviously he still has Kellen at home, and he can get on down to watch Kellen
Yeah, he can. And
as yes.
yeah, he can get down to watch Kellen.
Yep.
I don't know if he will. I mean, obviously USL schedule is busy.
Yeah, but it's not like being
It's
across the country,
I mean, also is I mean, yeah, his family's local.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're with what, like an hour and a half, 2 hours? Like, sure.
Yeah, it's not too far. So, I mean, I'm sure it's not ideal, obviously, having to, have like an apartment
Shorter
up there,
than
but
when you and I were apart for a year.
well, it's probably a
Sure.
little bit shorter from where there. But yeah, so
Anyway,
yeah.
but look, I want to talk. I want to touch on three things about this week. Of course, it's been said ad nauseum. You know, Union started first team started 0 and 2 for the first time since 2019, and there's been a lot of hot takes. It's been very contentious in
Yeah.
social media. However, I want to talk about positive right now. Two positives.
Okay.
Stas Korzenowski.
Stosh, it's
Okay,
been
I'm gonna
a
still
bright
call him
spot.
Stas, but
I
yeah,
I know, I know it's Stosh. It's Stosh.
I know it
We've been
is.
saying it wrong all this time. Sorry, Stosh.
However, he's looked great.
Yeah.
He had a great game against Defense Force. All respect to Defense Force. He had a great game against DC United. Came in, made an impact. He had made an impact against NYCFC, which Union lost 2-1.
He's come in and been a spark.
And then people are saying that he's Chris Donovan 4.0.
And to that I say, mm, no.
Now, having said that, I will play devil's advocate. Chris Donovan has scored goals.
He did. And we'll never forget the Querétaro. like game winner. Okay, respect. Hey, Chris Donovan, we enjoyed talking to him.
He
He
might
made some
be the lead
contributions.
striker for Louisville City this year, and maybe he leads USL championships in goals. Hey, I want nothing. We interviewed Chris
Yeah,
last year.
yeah,
Love Chris. He's a
yeah.
great
He's a great
player.
person. Yeah,
But I saw that impact.
I think Stash is more impactful.
Time will tell.
At
Having
least,
said
yeah,
that, like early signs, also again, we saw Sal being
yeah.
more impactful.
When Stash and then Sal came in, like that was. I thought there was such good energy from both of them.
Against the defense force. I mean, he sets up Aldo to
But
flick it in on.
well, that and I'm talking NYC, like when those guys came
Yeah.
in. But yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of things there to help to be positive.
Yeah, Defense Force though, Stash had the brace, and so that was awesome. Of course, Cavan with the
Yeah.
brace, which was great.
Which
We thought the second goal was offside watching it live, but we'll take it. Um,
which all of US prospects.
we knew everyone was going to go nuts over that. And the
Yeah.
funny thing is there were so few fans in the stadium to see Cavan score his first team level goals. But that was good for Cavan though. Like,
No,
I mean, I know Defense Force wasn't like that good, but still, it's
it was
you
good.
take the
Yeah,
opportunities you get.
yeah, exactly.
So
And then you saw Malik,
I was
have
so
that.
excited to see
You
Malik
saw
get in.
Malik
Yeah.
make those runs in between,
Hmm.
grown men. And then
Yeah.
you saw him make that cut,
Hmm.
and just shot right over net. I mean, heck, if Malik hits that, that's Golazo.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it was really great to see those guys get time against Defense Force and see the guys like Geo and all these guys that don't necessarily always get the chance, with the first team. So that was great. But
I mean, okay, Sunday's match.
yes.
I will still argue. I know there's been a lot of hot takes.
Mm-hmm.
My first thing is that first 20 minutes of that match,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't look great. Now, did they put the ball in the back of the net? No. And for
Yeah.
people being upset, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Union are 0-2 in MLS play for the first time since 2019.
Yeah, not good.
No, yeah, I mean, okay.
But also there's a lot of season left.
Also, there's a lot of roster rotation. I saw somebody who is a
Yeah.
big content creator say, "Oh, you gave up everything." I get where he's going from.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have Glass and Sparibo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My point is this: it's 2 games.
It's 2 games.
Talk to me in 5 games. Now, are there concerns? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And
And against NYC, that was the strongest lineup I think they could have put out
yeah, I
with the
mean,
players
maybe
available.
Aldo.
Well, I'm saying with the players available because Aldo wasn't
Yeah,
available because of stupid red card, and more on red cards in a moment. But yeah,
I will say this again. Maybe you bring in Kevin a little earlier. No, I don't. And
you
Nello,
don't want to hear my hot take.
I really, some people are like, oh, Damiani, like they're booing Damiani. I'm like,
Nah.
not in 2 days, not 2 games in. Talk to me 5 days in, 5 games in.
Yeah.
Sorry. Um, but I like that combination. They knew
Yeah.
playing very sporadically at Boston River, they knew each other. I like Olaski. I still, would love another like DP midfielder
Mm-hmm.
that could create, and then you bring Quinn back at some point.
Yeah, it'll be good when Quinn comes back because you really miss him in there.
You
But here,
do okay.
can I?
Yeah.
Here's my hot take though. I said this before the match. I said I would low key rather see Cavan start over Indy in some cases. And to his credit though, I didn't think Indy was bad in the game. Like, and Indy taking the PK was something. Okay, when that happened, I was like, Cavan should take it. I've seen Cavan or Stosh. I've seen both of them.
Hey,
Stosh can nail a PK,
no,
but
I
Indy
mean,
was next. He was next on the list, as it was said. So
yeah,
he was fine.
look, I'm fine with Indy taking that. He
Yeah,
blasted that home and
he did a
beat
good job.
France. I mean, Freeze, Blake, they bowled out 1-1. I
Yeah, can
mean,
we talk about Andre Blake? He balled out. Like that score could have been so much worse, and Andre made some great saves.
for sure, for sure.
Even
And
if
I,
messed up a couple
I, I
times.
like this rotation.
Mhm.
Blake, Rick is going to keep Andre healthy,
Yeah,
and you won't benefit from that.
yeah,
Okay, let's talk about the red cards for a second
yeah,
because okay, you get Aldo with the red card. Now I know MLS and Pro are cracking down on the dissent thing.
yeah. Well, I can't get fined, unlike the players and coaches, and swear jar, but Chris Pensa was ass. Okay, I'm just
I
saying it.
mean,
Two things can be true. They should have done
if
better decision wise, but also Chris
they need to
Pensa
be
was
more
not great.
disciplined. I'm sorry, guys,
Yes.
I'm laying down right now because my elbow's starting to hurt. But having said that, like they need to be more disciplined.
They do, and they're gonna figure it's like the taunting rule with NFL. They're
I
being made
get that.
examples of early in the season, just like it was happening with NFL. These refs are making examples of them with these rules.
Yeah, but McKinney needs to be smarter there.
When
Like
you're on a yellow, yeah, and which the with the yellow, the first yellow he got, I thought was a little, eh.
he's yellow.
but but at the same time, yeah, he's got to be better. But he's gotten, yeah, like the fact that he got a second yellow for that dissent about like a
Oh,
corner and
get
stuff.
ready for Gainer and Jeff. Actually, I'm really curious to see what that pairing looks like.
Yeah,
I'm really curious to see what that pairing looks like against Red Hot San Diego Earthquakes.
yeah.
San Diego, San
I
Jose.
wonder with Macanya out if Finn gets to be on the bench. But I don't think we mentioned Finn came in for Union 2, by the way, so that was his next pro debut. But um
Um,
yeah, so it's not ideal because Macanya is such a good defender, but yeah, that's at least I mean this seems so tame compared to when he like chucked the ball at the guy last year and got a red card for it.
or Frankie had both
Or
somebody.
Frankie had butted the
But
guy in
but
Houston.
also Frankie, he was up and down. I think he's still coming back from his injury. I
Yeah.
thought Nate Harrell was a player. Somebody
I
told
thought
me,
Nate did a great job.
yeah,
He had a great
no,
game.
and somebody walking in the press room was saying to me, "Hey, it's bad when the Union best player is a defender." And I'm like,
Uh,
if Nate Harrell can play left back, now I know there's signing and Dinga, and
hmm
it's been announced.
Yes, they finally announced that Indigo signed. Yeah.
They still got a DP slot. They still got an
hmm
international slot. So, I mean, can we just pump the brakes a little bit? I
Yes.
know everyone's say, well, they just want to support Shield. We need to go on the go. Look, they tied in 2022 for the support Shield or like whatever.
Yeah, if it weren't for if they went by goal differential like everything always
Yeah,
does, they would have won
but
it.
but okay. And then they ran back and they ran back again. And what did that get you? You got you Jim Curtin
If they
fired.
just ran it back, I think people would have been pissed at that. So
Yeah, I mean
you can't
2023.
please
You
everybody.
can't police everybody. My concern is this, and I want to get this off my chest.
Say it.
I
Amazing start, but you just you never
you
know.
know, I think the defense force with the young guys balling out, and then last Sunday's performance,
hmm
somewhere in there, I
Yeah.
think two things can be true.
Yes.
You have those first two performances in the league's game, and then you score 12 goals to nothing against defense force. And that will at least get you a 7-8 seed. And
Yeah.
that's what we said. And then everybody's like, well, what's it going to get you? Once this team gels, we've seen Red Bulls make a run. We've seen other teams in MLS make runs.
Yeah, I mean, there were times last season where like Inter Miami was like looking like
Ass.
yes, and
And Inter
that's the
Miami.
face now for me. I'm sorry.
And Inter Miami right now is looking like ass.
Yeah,
I mean, except for the second half. But we'll see
yeah,
what they do against Nashville.
it's gonna be
By
interesting
the
what
way,
they do against Club America. What
by the
Union
way,
does.
no, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about Inter Miami against Nashville because Nashville's red
Can
hot.
Are you surprised how like bad Dane St. Clair's been?
No, because he has no defense.
And the Miami Swiss cheese defense. Yep.
Just saying. No, but Club America, this is not the
Prepare for an onslaught of Club America fans, everybody. Don't sell your seats to people that are not Union fans. Just putting that out there. Prepare yourselves.
and also get ready for Timo Werner.
Oh yes. So yes, San Jose on Saturday at home. That saying. So yeah, San Jose. Um and yeah, I wonder if they're gonna be wearing those tie-dye kits because I actually really like
Mm,
those.
I think they're going to be wearing the kit I really want them to wear, the old
Oh, the like the
red,
yeah.
red and white.
Like I know some people hate the tie-dye one, but I actually like that one. The
I
Grateful Dead kit.
I love that red and white old.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's like old school
Yeah.
NPSL. Like I'm excited for to see that. I hope they wear that.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens and um Bradley's going to be doing a press conference tomorrow, so we'll see what he has to say about that and
Will you be on that?
no, I have work. I will not be able to be on it. It
I'm
conflicts with my work schedule, sadly.
I'm gonna be busy tomorrow as well.
Yeah, it's at kind of a rough time unless I'd have to switch some things around, but I don't think I can.
Yeah. We
So
will
yeah,
not be on tomorrow.
yeah. But we'll be down at Super Park twice this week. At least I will. I'll definitely be there Saturday and Sunday. So we have a big district swim meet this weekend too. And we'll never forget 2 years ago when we had that weekend district swim meet. And it was the Seattle game where they had to squeegee the field because it got flooded and that game got postponed like less than 6 minutes in. We got the flat tire, waited forever for AAA, which ended up not panning out. And then there was the time change. So I got 1 hour sleep. So yeah, that was not fun. So PTSD from that still. But it looks like it's gonna be actually not cold because I was really cold Sunday night. I was like shaking. But my friend Erica, who is a music teacher at my school, she got to come to the game, which was fun.
Yeah.
So she got to see her first like regular MLS game because she came to the Open Cup game last year. So yeah. Anything else we wanted to talk about there?
Nope. And so this has been all new episode one team we agree on. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe and leave us comments because we love hearing from you. Be sure to check out our website. Lots of good articles there and check out our socials because we've been putting some things there. Like I had a video recap kind of Union 2, for instance, like with all the player interviews and stuff. So make sure you're checking that out. But we love hearing from you guys. Thank you for engaging with us. Thank you for following us and all of that. So we really appreciate everybody.
Until next time, I'm Kyle.
I'm Jillian.
See you again.